Now look, guys, I can tell you through 3 days of practice, Tyreek Hill's been absolutely killing it. Guy's fast, makes contested catches, blows right by people. And I think, look, Ty's being real humble right now about how he's performed. He said a whole lot about how he just wants to get better. And also there's the off-field component too. He knows that when he was drafted, a lot of people weren't happy about it.
That the young man's trying to do the right things, whether it's with counseling, whatever it is, he's trying to do the right things to better himself.
His speed is starting to show and he's starting to mature into the offense, and you saw his ability to return punts.
Tyreek Hill is a guy who flips the field and can do that in any game. You can be playing a close game and all of a sudden he takes one to the house.
Confidence that he's going to do the right thing. 7 is down Hill, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. The rookie, Tyreek Hill, 9-yard touchdown reception.
Well, they're really excited about Tyreek Hill. He has rare and unusual speed. And they didn't get it done.
Johnson selected to his 4th Pro Bowl last season. A successful return from that devastating Achilles tear that he sustained early in 2014. This is Tyreek Hill. He is a home run hitter in the return game.
He's going to be an exciting returner for the Chiefs this season.
He's got that twitch, doesn't he?
He's very aggressive, and I like that from a punt returner.
Guy to watch in this game for the rest of the year, Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs. This guy might be the next great return man in the NFL. He is fun to watch.
Dante Hall like.
Down for the season. This is Tyreek Hill up the sideline. Hill will score. There is a flag back at the 35 of the Chiefs. Video game when he's on the field.
Speed kills.
40 yards already in Smith front. That's Hill out of the backfield, spinning away from the defense. Tyreek Hill is the 5th round draft pick, 5'10", 185.
We can understand why Andy Reid is so excited about Tyreek Hill.
For the Chiefs, we have bemoaned for a few years now their lack of playmakers. If you're still bemoaning that lack of playmakers, you're not paying close enough attention because Tyreek Hill is a difference maker.
To send it down to Hill. And Hill will collect it at the 23 and then stay in bounds. Cuts across the field, picks up some blocking. And with his 4.25 speed, there's a flag down. The chances are that will go for naught. But he shows you what he can do. This guy is so fast. Someone's going to shove it out. And that's juggled, caught, and getting into the end zone.
What a play.
Is Tyreek Hill for the touchdown.
That was awesome. That's what we've seen out of Tyreek Hill on several occasions.
Marquette King to punt. And there was a flag. Tyreek Hill is back. He's the number 9 punt returner in the league. He dances on Holmes. He gets by him. On the move. Here come the blocks. He's looking for one from Sherman. The explosive rookie. And they're just in the early stages with Tyreek Hill. And again, this offensive staff just trying to figure out what he's comfortable doing, what he can handle. And they don't really think of him as a gadget guy. He is a player that can play all 3 wide receiver positions in this Kansas City offense. Sean Line.
Off the fake, the effort to Tyreek Hill. We're looking at West Alabama.
This kid's a rookie, and I think his best football has yet to be seen. Tyreek Hill right here. And when he's in, something's up, because this guy can fly. 4.24 speed. That is flying, and he brings it to the field. Andy Reid so excited about implementing this young man, and they'll use him in every which way, as a runner, as a receiver, as a decoy. You'll see his imprint on this offense throughout the game.
Here's set it down for Kansas City from the Saints 38. And Smith goes deep to the end zone. And the catch is made for a touchdown by Tyreek Hill.
He can locate the football, and he can catch it, apparently one-handed, left-handed. Great play. It's just been a matter of time, because this kid, I called him electric earlier. I turned on the film. I couldn't stop watching it. He could beat you in so many ways.
Hill starting to become much more of a factor in this offense.
He brings everyone to their feet. You see him in this kind of formation. It's a reverse play. He runs a 4.240. We call him the human joystick. Andy Reid's got to
some snaps, some practice throws, falls under duress, fires up the seam, and it is caught. It's Tyreek Hill on 2nd and 9. Ball's going to take a shot, throwing end zone, has his man. It's Tyreek Hill for a Kansas City touchdown.
Just to really elevate himself to be a good quarterback.
Little misdirection play, Tyreek Hill. A rookie likely both 5th round pick out of West Alabama.
They're going to try to get him the ball in every form or fashion, whether it's throwing the ball in the vertical passing game or those little cute reverse plays you saw there. 10+ minutes. Smith. Open man is Tyreek Hill. Oh, he stays on his feet, and Hill's got major speed.
Darryl Worley could not bring him down, and Hill made him pay for 27 yards.
Great balance. There's the hit by Worley. Will spun Hill around, and a big play for the Chiefs.
Howard Smith fires downfield on 1st down. It's Tyreek Hill who makes the connection from the Hill territory.
Safety goes with the free kick, and Riley thinks that the punter will do anything to 65 yards. Tyreek Hill get room to run. Look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
It was just a matter of time. You just have to wonder why anybody kicks the football to this guy, because once he gets in the open field, it is just over. You just can't practice for 4.25 speed. He has already had 2 touchdowns called back this year. And he's one of the leading punt returners despite that. It has just been almost every single game that I've watched that either Tyreek Hill is scoring a touchdown or coming very, very close to it. What an amazing player he's been.
With the Wildcat with Ware, who gives to Tyreek Hill. Speed on the edge. What a block he got.
Boy, I tell you, it takes some nerve to run wide on that one. Boy, how many times do you design a play that you leave Von Miller unblocked? And it worked. Great blocks on the outside there by Wilson and by Travis Kelce.
Pressure, Smith against the blitz. Inside, it is caught by Hill. Just shy. He's just shy. The clock is running.
We will review the previous play.
Oh, my goodness. He doesn't get possession of the ball till the very end.
Which would work in his favor.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So,
there, I think this
after
one's going to be a
reviewing the
touchdown.
play, when the receiver had complete control of the ball, he was in the end zone. It is a touchdown.
They're coming up with some playmaking. Tyreek Hill is Boy, Tyreek Hill is a legitimate wide receiver now, not just a return guy.
Hill's speed, his acceleration is second to none in the National Football League.
And Smith going deep downfield and open and making the catch for the touchdown. Tyreek.
And it is the Jet down the middle of the field who has been recorded as the fastest guy in the National Football League this year. And you see some of that speed there, and what a difference he's made for this Kansas City Chiefs offense.
Hill is angled to the other sideline. And this time King punts it away from that spot, right down the middle of the field. And Hill is off to the races, and he is going to go all the way. Tyreek Hill, do not see a flag. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Where? No, I'm sorry, that's Tyreek Hill. And Hill breaking free. Tyreek Hill. 30. 10. Touchdown. Talk about a young man who has exploded on the scene in Kansas City.
Here. And Hill who can break the game open at any time. And here he goes. Anytime he gets the ball in his hands, look out.
Von Miller, arguably the defensive player of the year, no way is going to catch up with Tyreek Hill. Watch how fast he is. I mean, it was Von Miller basically just looking at him and knowing it was coming, and he still could not catch up to it. And we have seen that time after time, game after game. And when he turns the corner, he looks like somebody in the 200 meters, Usain Bolt or something.
Greater Cincinnati. Tyreek Hill to the outside. He goes down the sideline. Tyreek Hill out in front. Can they catch him? No, they cannot. He's done it again. 70 yards.
He looks like Bullet Bob Hayes. Watch how deep in the hole he goes and then just runs the loop. The 200 meters coming out. He's all the way deep in the hole and then loops all the way back out around those blockers. And then look at that move in the middle
Trying to come back from an injury. So we talked about Justin Houston trying to come back off an injury. And Barry Samuels. Tyreek Hill playing that one from inside his own 10-yard line. And here he goes. Tyreek Hill down the sideline for the touchdown. No flags. 12 touchdowns now on the season for him. What an explosion he is. He's unbelievable.
I think you have to go back to the days when Randy Moss first came on the scene. The guy that looks as fast on a National Football League field as that one does.
And here you go again. Hill blazing in motion.
Take a look at this, Al, from James Harrison's perspective right here. This is going to come so fast across here. You either have to take his head off or worry about Alex Smith, and it's a split-second decision. This is a great package right now. Don't block the outside linebacker and just play games with it.
Dangerous Tyreek Hill of the Kansas City Chiefs, the 22-year-old rookie, returned 2 punts for touchdowns this season and a kickoff. Unanimous first-team All-Pro, back deep for the punt from Johnny Hekker with his 3rd Pro Bowl in the last 4 years. And a great punt. Hill got it backpedaling to the 10. And the width of the field back for the AFC. Jarvis Landry, the short man. Look out.